Add the last short video to this. Something that clicked earlier. Sometimes you don't click at the time. Sometimes you will. Sometimes you don't. Yeah, earlier when I came at the close after visiting somebody, or at least try to catch them in. And I stepped out the close time I got intersex, of course, and people going by, and a couple of yobs came up to me, and this woman, this bint, said something like, "Hello, big man," you know, "Hello, big man, hi, big man," something like that, you know. I realised earlier on, earlier in the evening when I was filming stuff, that because of the corner stuff and me talking into the camera, well, I mean specifically at one point I realised when I was saying another big one, or Maya, it's a big one, or you know, whatever kind of thing, but you know, just big vehicles or big rigs, you know, whatever being there on the corner, prevalent to them, you know, coincidental or otherwise. That sometimes it's saying stuff, and of course people are around, and of course the stalker arriving is, as per usual, is entirely predictably. You know, joggers come up behind me and stuff, and bikes there, and I'm just talking out loud, you know. I'm like, another big one or whatever, you know. So then she comes up as I'm coming out of the close, just around the corner from here at the top of the road there, and says, "Hi, big man." Snickering away. I'm like, clever. So, gaslighting. It's another term for that, but I forgot what it is. Whether you call it street theatre or directed conversation, or declare it's directed straight at me. And of course your mind just, you know, because you're it's staged, you know. And most of the stuff is staged now, so and of course sometimes you don't cotton on right away, but all I've done is shifted it, transposed it to somebody else, and you know, mind games, play with your mind, gaslighting. So that's a connection. If you watch these videos, you may well have picked up on it sooner than I did. But of course I'm distracted, you know, I'm watching it for the next thing in a matter of seconds, you know. Quite a look at the other side. If I can see in the dark here. Oh, bloody bin. Music's full of glass. I like full up glass. Like nothing. Some people don't like them. I like them. I like a lot of stuff though. Noisy stuff as well. I was going to play the Hope Conspiracy earlier on, didn't get around to it. I did play some live Deftones though. 7 words. A classic performance at the Big Day Out Festival some years back. That makes one hell of a video. That performance is amazing. Absolutely intense. Or as somebody said, it makes you want to start a riot. And go out and start a riot. Or a revolution, yeah. One of the three. Just as the street should look, eh? It's 2 AM or so. I'm a bit sleepy, so I've really nothing to add at the moment. Just put these up. Got a look at my makeshift website that a female artist friend has been doing for me, uploading more paintings for me. She started months ago, and I've taken ages to actually make that. I did the initial like 3, you know. A couple of portraits and good landscapes here, and just took ages to send or anything else, yeah. For whatever reason. Maybe it's apathy. Yeah. It's because I was writing and stuff. I'm always writing. I really need to get some writing on. So you're working on short stories and stuff, and but you need a collection, you know. Stuff I've already got on online has been sitting there free for years, and I don't know now if I can actually lump that together and add it with some other stuff that I never included or since deleted or lost or whatever. But might find it again, but other stuff that I can add and actually put it together as a sort of loose collection, yeah. So that's actually autobiographical material, childhood stuff, and but there's a progression, you know, because you just go back to writing about stuff and you can lump it together in a loose way, as I say, and it's an actual collection. You know, there's 150, a couple 100 pages or so. Oh, I got a few virtual ebooks sitting on there for free. It was really just one thing divided into 3, but so I left that sitting on there for for sale because I couldn't figure out to see how to put it on sale, and then I'd have to get a cover done for it, and I am an absolute Luddite. I'm just bloody clueless. So you end up technicalities. Just you just go, oh Jesus. Yeah, there's always other things to start on, or be reading, or blah blah blah, this and that, you know. But of course, financial necessity, you know, the need to get something done and going and on sale is. There's other preoccupations. There's, you know, mostly tedious rubbish. That's the problem, yeah. Getting it together for craft fairs and part exhibitions, and materials and frames and mounts and just getting all together, fees and and then you got to cope with all this crap every time you go out, Not to mention the shit behind the scenes, where you're really just trying to get it together. I mean, this just makes a nonsense of this notion that these people have supposedly got anybody's best interests at heart, the world's, whatever. This is just rubbish. It's based on resentment. It's about actually driving a person to a state of mind, where they could be provoked or careless or reckless or whatever it is, to be interpreted as they see fit. Basically set up, walking into situations, and apparently to deal with this situation, it's all bullshit. It's all they resent anything you might get done. I took out paintings before, and with a bit of sunshine, put them here, and you get bullshitters coming in the red t-shirts and ringing the bell, looking up and coming in and ringing the bell, and probably some Stasi neighbour, that they can I can allow them to just come in here and just so they come in, see what you're doing, and you see them watching for cars and stuff as they come by, and you think, well, anybody would, but nah, you have an idea who's who, and so I got other neighbours, a few neighbours like, just they knew some of the scenes. St Andrews, one quite a conservative scene, and just innocuous scene, but I tend to paint them pretty wildly, and it puts you on a completely different footing. It's you can see this is what you do. You obviously have you're obviously talented. You're obviously skilled. And these pricks, these bastards, resent it. Shortly after this fucking painting's missing. Bowie portrait that I did based on heroes and Edinburgh scenes, and just vanish. This is their retaliation. This is their resentment, the hatred, anything that you produce, anything creative, if you like. They're narcissists. It's not just passive aggression or sneaky aggression. It's narcissistic, sociopathic, psychopathic, whatever. It's obviously a psychopathic system. That's the trouble, It's supposed to be covert, overt surveillance, and of course it turns into just this this covert, no-touch, torture, eugenics, murder program, Trickle down, into local government and blah 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 and this and that, But a few self-appointed idiots who'll decide who's weird, or potentially weird, or probably weird, or will be weird, or they'll set the situation up for you to be weird, or or interpret it as weird, or whatever it might be, and pronounce on that accordingly. Decide on that accordingly. Fuck them. Useful idiots. Arconic ass clowns. They are cunts. It's hardly an Ike, just an Ike thing. Ken Wapnick writes about it in Love Does Not Condemn. A study of Gnosticism, Christianity, and A Course in Miracles. That was years and years ago. But it's all based on resentment. I heard someone, there we go, workers. They don't want you to get together. The arts, creativity, they don't care. All that shit. I mean, most of this crap is stems from this virtual page 3 sports mentality. And of course the whole intellectual aspect and the symbolism aspect, designed by psychopathic social scientists. People say it was some members of the APA, American Psychological Association, and others are talking about the CIA no-touch eugenics torture program. So I mean, who the fuck was it? But it's supposed to be these corrupt, deranged psychiatrists in tandem with the CIA, couldn't it? I mean, a psychiatry has been hands in hands with the CIA before. It's Dr. Ewan Cameron and his obscene, gruesome experimentation. The nightmare situations people have been in. This is a nightmare, but a lot of people are experiencing this. I'm in some good company. It'll be exposed for what it is. It'll pass. It's these things always do, like you want at the bottom. I might not pass in my lifetime. I might not get through it. Yeah, I might be taken down. As it's likely the case with this kind of blatant monitoring back on my part, exposing it. I simply interpret events as they see fit. Connect it all together in a way that isn't actually accurate. And Bob's your uncle. No, he isn't. But yeah. Just set things up. Have you respond or box you in. Well, that's literally or psychologically or whatever. Interpret as they see fit, reacting to their own interpretations, condemn you accordingly, and I see a light. Hey. Probably won't show up in the bloody camera, I know it does. Try and do the zoom and it just keeps turning. It ends up turning off. Zoom. Zoom, no I can't see it. Zoom, 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 zoom. Where is it? So with the light of the lamp, I'll offset it one time. Oh, I can hear it. Oh, it's behind the cloud. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Ugh. Right, I'm distracted once again, so well, my brakes are falling down. Okay, I'll do it for just now. Can't think of anything else. Bit tired as brum brum. Gonna have a shower. Listen to some more good blast. I might actually listen to the rest of Ike's David Icke's Wembley presentation. Still got a few hours to actually sit through. I keep on leaving it too late like now and then falling asleep through it. Not that it's in the least boring, it's actually quite a ribbon for the most part. Agenda 21, you're telling me. But I need to watch it to the end. I wanted to watch it to the end before the Matrix closes in, you know. I might say the net, but it's the Matrix, isn't it? The false Matrix. The Archons are closing in. This might not actually last much longer. But I'm glad I got them up. See what happens. Could be what lasted. But certainly moves have been made to get me into trouble for this. Get these out of this off of me. Put a stop to this, one way or another, by hook or by crook, as you might expect. Music's Akhenaten. Just in case you want to look it up, you've done that.